Happy 2025. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello, my name is Dani. Welcome to my channel where I love talking about handbags. I love talking about luxury handbags, contemporary brand handbags, and any beautiful handbags in this world that I may be obsessed about. If you like this kind of content, certainly do subscribe, turn on notifications so that you'll be informed every time I upload a video. So this is my first video of 2025. I did take a small break and I'm finally back. Hopefully I'm getting this video up in January still. In any case, I hope you had a great holiday season. Today I'm going to, well, ride on the tail end of the wave of the Walmart work-in or the Walmart Birkin. I do have a few comments or opinions to share with regards to luxury handbag dupes. But before I get into the meat in the video, I'm just going to say a few things and essentially give you an idea of what's going to happen to my channel in 2025. So a lot of things has happened in my life in 2024, like a lot of things. They've all happened for the better, but it just means that these new commitments that I have demand more attention and more time from me. And for that reason, I've found it a little bit more difficult to be consistent with my uploads in 2024, especially in the second part of 2024. Moving forward, these commitments are not going to change, and if anything, they're going to increase. I'm not going to share all of them on the internet, but if you're curious, you want to connect a little bit more, and if you're one of my YouTube friends and we've been chatting for a while, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram and I'd be happy to share all the wonderful things that are happening in my life. Some of you I keep in touch with very regularly anyway, so you guys know what's going on. So I guess from that point of view, I would still like to commit to doing YouTube. I really enjoy filming and putting up videos. And if you follow my channel, you know that I already batch film videos to make things as efficient as possible for myself. In fact, this is the second video I'm filming. I actually just filmed an unboxing and that video will come out after this one. So if you're interested in seeing what I got from Hermes, definitely subscribe, turn on notifications if you haven't done so already. Guess what I'm trying to say is, while I'm still trying to keep up with my uploads, two things that I might have to change with regards to my videos is number one, the editing. A lot of people who watch my videos really like how I edit. Thank you so much for those of you who have provided me this feedback. But editing is something that takes the longest time. If you follow my channel since the start, the amount of editing that I did on my videos, it was so much back then. We're all here on YouTube creating content, but when we create content, we want people to watch our videos as well. And the editing style that I employed in my earlier videos is so much more extensive compared to what I do nowadays. But having said that, if I cut back on my editing a little bit more, it will save me a little bit more time. I might be more consistent with putting my videos up. Now, the second thing that I might have to change, which I think will help me put up more videos as well, is potentially doing some faceless videos. This sort of setup that you see, it takes me a bit of time to get here. I don't naturally look like this. Like getting my curls done, my makeup, my lashes and things like that. I'm usually like crazy haired, plain Jane without any makeup or any jewelry on at all. And sometimes not even any nice clothes. I'm usually just wearing a black t-shirt. I'll try to be as selective as possible when it comes to doing faceless videos. I think it's mainly when I have something that I really want to talk about urgently and it's trending and I want to put it up on the internet, I might then choose to do a faceless video. But I'll give you some eye candy. Maybe I'll put out a bag for you to look at like some other channels do. We'll see. Or maybe I'll do like a half face thinger that some of the other YouTubers already do. And that way you don't have to see my whole face that's not internet ready. And of course, if you really want to see my face, go ahead and rewatch some of my old videos. That's the best I can offer. Thank you so much for your understanding. Okay, so getting to the topic at hand, the Walmart Birkin. There was so much drama on YouTube or on social media about the Walmart Birkin. Essentially, Walmart allows for third-party sellers to sell their items on the Walmart website. So there was a third-party seller who sold these bags on the Walmart website. Now, this is all allegedly. I follow things on social media and that's the source of my information. Okay, so everything in this video is alleged. I'm sounding like Jacob now. But anyway, everyone was going so crazy over this Walmart Birkin. And I understand why. The Birkin is like the epitome of luxury for those of us who love luxury. Totally understandable why even people who don't want luxury would be interested or intrigued by the idea of the Birkin. When we were talking about this Walmart Birkin, the first thought that crossed my mind was, Birkin dupes are absolutely everywhere, and it's not the first time I've heard that someone has purchased a luxury dupe from Walmart. Andrea from AKB Bags, she's often shown Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis dupes that she purchased from Walmart, and I think they look so good. But you know, she's purchased them a long time ago, so in my mind, they're really not anything new. But at the same time, I get it. A dupe of the Pochette Métis is not the same as a dupe of a Birkin, because in the luxury world, those bags are kind of different levels, right? They run in different echelons. And at the same time, I do recall people saying that the Walmart Birkin was really quite affordable. So although there were other websites that sold Hermes dupes, they were definitely more expensive than the Walmart Birkin, and potentially this is why there was more interest in the Walmart Birkin. In any case, I'm here today to show you some of the Hermes dupes that I have and give you a side-by-side comparison of the authentic Hermes items that I do have. Then I can talk to you about, some of these sellers, and you can go ahead and look them up if you're interested. So I'm going to just quickly pull up all the dupes in a rapid fire way for you to see them all in one glance, and then I can go through each of them in more detail. This one over here is a Kelly Pochette dupe, not the real thing. This one here is the Lindy 26 dupe. One here is the mini Lindy dupe. Here is my Kelly Luckys dupe, and here is my Birkin 25 dupe. Now let me take you through them slowly, one at a time. Out of all my Hermes dupes, my favorite two are these ones over here. This one is a Kelly Pochette dupe. This one is the Kelly Luckys dupe. So this one here is from a brand called Millie Bags. When I purchased it, it was called Handbag Resort. That is the dust bag that it came in. Okay, I do feel that from a quality point of view, this one is a really good bag. The craftsmanship is very beautiful. In terms of the finer details, like if you look at things like stitching and glazing, it is not, of course, as good as the real thing. But in terms of its structure, its quality, and its look, I absolutely love it. And I've talked about her lots of times on my channel. I love taking her traveling. Let me show you here with regards to quality. So there's actually a little bit of fading of the gold from the hardware already. Okay, let's see. Can you see that? There you go. So some of the gold plating, or whatever it is, has chipped off. So clearly these dupes, it's stating the obvious that they're not as good as the real thing. That's what I'm trying to demonstrate. Now, the reason I don't mind carrying dupes is because actually sometimes I prefer to carry dupes. For example, if this was the real Kelly Pochette, if you buy it from store, like I think this would be about 10,000 Australian dollars quite easily. If you buy it on the pre-loved market or the resellers market, this might be about $30,000. This bag is actually really hard to get. The real one, the real bag, the real Hermes bag is really hard to get. So if I actually owned it, I probably wouldn't be able to enjoy it whatsoever. I like to take this bag traveling, and she's so good with regards to traveling. She's very handy, very easy to use. She carries the essentials in front of me. And the difference between this one and the real one as well, these guys provide a strap. So I can wear her crossbody, I can wear her on the shoulder, or I can wear her without the strap as well. Whereas the original one does not have a strap. So there are times where the dupes are better than the real thing. In my opinion, why is it okay to carry a dupe? To me, as long as there is no label on the bag to indicate that it is trying to be a luxury brand, it doesn't really matter, because in my mind, when you carry a luxury handbag, the logo is what, what we're showing off, right? Or what we're trying to signal to the world. Call me superficial, call me materialistic, I will just have to agree with you. No arguments there. So when I'm carrying a luxury bag, I want to signal to the world I'm carrying a luxury bag, and I want the logo there, as subtle as it might be, whether it's Bottega Veneta where the logo is inside the bag, or whether it's Hermes where the logo is very, very tiny. For me, that is the difference. Even if somebody else cannot see my logo, I know in my mind I'm carrying a luxury bag, and I do treat it differently. And for people who know, they know I'm carrying a luxury bag. And that's all it is. The reason why I am not so comfortable with replicas but much more comfortable with dupes is when there is no label, no luxury label, I'd never get in trouble. I can't ever be accused of trying to sell a dupe bag as a luxury handbag because there's no label of the luxury brand anywhere on the bag. So that's my explanation as to why I think it's okay to actually carry dupes. But yeah, so this is the first one. I love her so much. Every time I use her, I take her for travel, I think to myself that I want to buy another one. I haven't done that yet. Moving on to my next favorite dupe. This one is a dupe of the Hermes Kelly Luckys. Now, it is not exactly the same as the Hermes Kelly Larkis. So the Hermes Kelly Larkis, I think the smaller size it comes in is a size 35, so a big one, whereas this one is similar to a size 28. The Kelly Larkis otherwise looks very similar. It's got these two front pockets, and one of my favorite features is a zipper pocket at the back. I purchased this off an Etsy craftsman. He was absolutely amazing. When I unboxed this bag, I actually had an unboxing video and I linked him in the description box. But unfortunately, what happened at the time was, I don't know whether it was from my video. I don't think so, because that was the time when Etsy was going around removing a lot of these craftsmen who were making bags that looks like a real luxury handbag. So I know that Jackson Store, the guy who made this bag for me, I know that his shop was closed because he told me, and he actually asked me to remove my video. He appreciated publicity, but unfortunately he felt that it achieved a result that he did not want, and his store was shut down. I know that his sister had a store as well, and shortly after that, when I checked it out, his sister's store got shut down as well. And so I felt like it was a little bit sad that happened. At the same time, when Jackson's shop was taken down, I did see, because I was looking at some Loewe dupe bags as well, those sellers, their shops were also closed by Etsy. So I don't necessarily think it was due to my video, but I'll never know. So this dupe, I absolutely love it so much. The craftsmanship is so amazing. The glazing has all held up really, really well. I use this bag quite a lot. I use this bag as a work bag for a few months. The hardware is looking absolutely great. It's not that scratched up at all. The stitching is looking really good still. So if Jackson's store actually still existed, I would probably recommend that if you wanted a dupe bag from his store, or any bag from his store, his craftsmanship is really, really good. So this is my Hermes Kelly 32. She is in Clermont leather with gold hardware, and her color is rose jaipur. And this one is next to my Etsy Kelly Larkis dupe. I'll be honest, in terms of quality, I am not certain of the difference. I'm sorry. Yeah, so sometimes dupes are pretty good. What can I say? Before I had this dupe over here, I actually did have another Kelly 28 dupe that I purchased from Amazon. The quality of the one that I got from Amazon is definitely nowhere near this one. And after I purchased the Amazon one, it didn't satisfy my need or my desire for the real thing, and that's why I went ahead and purchased the real thing. And it was only after I owned the Kelly 32 that I found this craftsman, and I purchased it anyway. Now, if I had bought this Kelly Larkis dupe first, would I then have not purchased the real thing? No, I would still have gone ahead and purchased the authentic Hermes Kelly, and that's because I'm a luxury lover, and as I said, I want the real thing, and that's just me, okay? That's just me. I can't explain why. I was born this way. I mean, of course, I've said that I can't really tell the difference in quality, but one big difference is definitely the after sale service. Like, I don't think I can send this back for a spa, but with Hermes, I could send her back for a spa and be confident that the artisan will be able to restore her if I ever need it. Okay, let's talk about the Lindy's now. So this Lindy 26 dupe I bought off eBay many years ago to see if I would like her. She is closest to, I guess, Togo leather. She's got, silver or palladium hardware. The closest Hermes color she is to is anemone. I really enjoyed using this bag for work, and because there's so many things to pull and play with her, she really provides a lot of ASMR. Like, there's these two zippers, and you can clip her in there, and then when she's completely done up, she looks like this. Now, I would not say that she's a completely efficient bag to get in and out of regularly if you really want to lock her up completely. So when she's secure and you need her to be secure, she will be secure for you. But if you're going to get in and out of the bag really, really frequently, or if I wanted to get in and out of the bag really frequently, I rarely did her up completely. I might just leave her undone like this, or I leave even like one zipper pull unzipped, like so. So just like that, and it makes it really easy to just reach in and out. And I found that sometimes when I was driving and she's in the passenger seat next to me, I love just pulling and twisting her bits and bobs like all the time. I really enjoyed playing with her. She's what I consider an ASMR bag. Now, if she was the real Hermes bag, would I treat her like that? I'm not really sure. So I did purchase this bag off eBay. This leather is definitely not Hermes leather, because I've seen the original Hermes Lindy over time. It just flops down into a puddle, but this bag is kind of stiff in its leather, and it's not going to do that. it's kind of stuck in the shape just like this. And that's totally fine. I still really like using her as like a gym bag, sort of. So if I am going from work to the gym, I will just stick my gym clothes in here and carry her as a separate bag. I do that because I have her. I don't really want to throw her away. And yeah, I still like carrying her like that. Now, in terms of this bag, with regards to quality, it's not Hermes quality. So the paint has chipped, okay, on both of these handles. That's the main thing that I've noticed about this bag. So over here as well. Right, now, after using this bag, do I want the real thing? Actually, I do. One day, if I can, and if I get the chance and I have the funds, I wouldn't mind adding a Lindy to my collection. And then this one over here, this is such a cute bag. This is the mini Lindy. This one I got from Lazada, which is a website that is based in Malaysia that sells really cheap stuff. I was very impressed with the craftsmanship, but in terms of quality, it's really not quite there. I really enjoyed using her with regards to the ease of use. But you can see that the glazing is peeling, so no doubt not Hermes quality, which is fine for the amount that this bag cost. So that's that. These two bags have demonstrated Hermes quality and lack of the quality of the dupes. I mean, certainly keep that in mind when you're buying a dupe, but at the same time, I'm sure people know that when you don't buy an Hermes bag, you're not buying an Hermes bag and you're not expecting Hermes quality. But I thought I'd just give you these close-ups so that you have very objective information as to what Hermes dupes could be like. Okay, now lucky last. This is my Birkin 25 dupe. This one I purchased off eBay. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is, I kind of already touched on it. These sellers that sell these dupes, somehow someone gets them. I assume it's Hermes, or maybe the platform that they're selling them on. Someone will put in a complaint or something will happen, and these stores seem to disappear. The eBay seller that I bought this from is no longer on eBay, same as the eBay seller who sold this bag. I'll give you some close-ups of this Birkin dupe, and it's really not like the real thing. I bought this bag because I wanted to essentially train myself, I don't know, or experiment to see whether I can actually put up with using the Birkin 25, given that the authentic Birkin 25 doesn't come with any straps, and I'm usually someone who has to strap a bag somewhere, either on the shoulder or crossbody. This one, the dupe, does come with straps, and what are these called now? What are these called? Grommets. That's right. This bag specifically does come with grommets so that you can attach a strap, and they do provide a strap as well. Where's that strap? I actually have no idea. It's somewhere in my cupboard, somewhere, I'm sure. This is, I think, like Hermes Snow White, and it comes with gold hardware. The quality of this bag, I would say, in terms of craftsmanship, it is not bad. But let me show you the wear and tear on this bag. When I got this, I carried it for work, because when I go to work, it is a time when I interact a lot with my bags, and I want to know whether, if I get irritated, like how much would it irritate me if I used it all the time? Not that I intended to use the real thing all the time, but I wanted to interact with the bag. That's what I'm trying to say. I really enjoyed carrying this bag for work. Although it was not the real Hermes Birkin, it really elevated my outfits, I found. The thing is, white bags with gold hardware tend to do that anyway. It just naturally elevates someone's outfit, I find. But I want to show you this. And just for a quick comparison, this is my Hermes Birkin 25. This one is in Togo leather with gold hardware, and the color is geranium. And that's what they look like side by side. Let me see if I can close this up so that you can have a more accurate comparison. Okay, that's better. So that's what they look like side by side. Sorry, I haven't got the clochette for my real one. Yeah, but side by side, that's what they look like. Okay, so yeah, not bad. So one of the things that is most apparent, this bag is actually heavier. But anyway, with Hermes and the different leathers, there's even a weight variation between the different Hermes leathers when they're used to make the same bag. One immediate thing that is different is these handles on the eBay bag. They are actually thicker. These ones are thinner. And I know from experience that the handle drop on the eBay one is just a little bit longer. So you've got a bit more room to get your arm in on the eBay one compared to the original Hermes Birkin. But anyway, let me take you through the Birkin dupe. You may or may not have already noticed how it's got yellow bits. Now, I don't know where these yellow bits have come from. As I said before, I use this bag for work. And when I use this bag for work, there was none of this yellowing. This bag was beautiful and white. someone who actually saw the bag thought that it was a real Birkin. I said, no, it's not a real Birkin. It's something I bought off eBay. After I finished, or I was done using this bag, because I do rotate my work bags, I felt like I could not throw this bag out still. I felt like it still had a lot of life in it. At the same time, I did not really want to use it again. When I go out recreationally, I don't like carrying my dupes. I prefer to carry my authentic bags. I did not want to throw it away, so I've actually repurposed this bag, and you're going to laugh at me when I tell you what it is. I actually use this bag for storage. It lives in one of my closets holding my like socks and undergarments. I find that it's so handy for that. I just put all my socks and undergarments in here, and I stick it in a corner, and I just reach in and out of the bag to grab my stuff. And what I noticed was, as time passed, as this was living in my closet, all this yellowing started. So I'm just going to show you. See all that yellowing down the side, on the handle as well. Over time, I noticed that the yellowing has increased, and on the other side, see all that yellowing, and on this handle as well, the yellowing on that handle. Sometimes a bag may look fine and it might be okay to use for a while, but soon it'll declare itself, especially when you buy it at a really low price point. Yeah. That's what I wanted to demonstrate to you in this video. Obviously, again, stating the obvious, dupe bags are not like luxury handbags. They can be there to serve a purpose in your life. They certainly have served me. A lot of them allowed me to experiment to see whether I enjoyed using these bags before I would buy the real thing. Some of them actually scratch the itch so that I don't have to go and buy the real thing, or I don't have to shell out all my cash to go and buy the real thing. I can put my cash in other places, say buying Hermes stocks instead of buying Hermes bags, which will be a better investment in my personal humble opinion. If you have any questions about these bags that I've just shown you, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you want to see more of my dupe bags, because I have quite a lot of them, and whether they scratch my itch or not, certainly watch this video over here. I've linked it in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. And it's an exciting one, so don't forget, I'm unboxing a real Hermes item. Bye!